run it back, 100 stack, in the trunk with his fire tag, punch the gas, running to the future, past, I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back, yeah, that's a fact.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Well, straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round Tilt, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the second of 3 on this Christmas Day with the Giants and Eagles, and off we go in Philadelphia. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 73. Crowd left Yanni.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play call right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll take over first down at their own 6-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Garrett's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that why he's yelling on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
CC violation.
No doubt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Smith will come in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 12. Back to throw. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Okay, here we go.
Throwing on first down. Jones able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 22, Jones. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here we go, hey.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on you.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Brown the motion man right. Throwing is Hurts. Here's a screen with Gainwell. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. The Eagles at 500, 7-7 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Great. Crowd left, Yanni.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jones now to throw on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And his pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done
for a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Jones looking to throw on second down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. His son Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think? Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of it. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
They'll set up a throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Hey, let's go.
On first down, Hurts. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think we've hit that point in the game now where any score you get could be the one that actually wins it. So above all, you want to avoid a turnover that leaves you coming away with nothing.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
It's caught. Smith. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
On 2nd down, Swift. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely to start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down the defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back. Was trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He has Hyatt over the middle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. His safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Tiger Hornet. Hey, let's go.
Now a give, right side, Swift. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8, and that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They'll try and run the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 27 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They're giving 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 43.
Throwing Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 56 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. The fourth quarter touchdown there. Back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This one out quickly to Watkins. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to leave this for his running back. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go, hey.
Here's 2nd down.
Gold River!
Now Jones. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. That'll be complete to Breida. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, check down to Breida. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's first and goal. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. That's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today.